Welcome back to Ponderosa with the Rude Man. Let's do some farming. Let's see, where were we and what were we doing? Nothing, I guess. Well, let's take a look at the fields and see what they look like. Alrighty, well, it looks like that one's harvested. 14 is growing. 15 is growing. Do we own 18? We do. We do. Alright, so let's get on with that. Let me put on my speed boots and head over to field number 18. Oh, yes. Okay. So, we need to lease a potato harvester. Not that. Yeah, that one. Okay. We're going to lease it. It's going to cost us $47,000 out of our 73. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. All right. Let's get this thing back to the field. This thing's a monster. I like it, though. I like to drive this through town. Run over zombies. This would be fun. Turn it on, we can pluck the heads right off of them. Ew, that's gross. Sorry. Alright, so I still kind of have my cold. I was still running a fever this morning, but I'm feeling okay enough that I thought I could make an episode because I haven't had one up for 2 days. So we'll see how it goes. If it goes really bad, I'll just stick it in a can. We won't worry about it. You'll never see it. Does this thing really drive this slow? Come on. No, really. Let's kick this pig. Why didn't I transport this? It would have been closer. Oh, silly me. Oh, silly me. I remember the old days where you could knock these guys off the road, but you can't anymore. Look, see, he almost took me out, and all he did was graze me. Okay, I'm gonna buy these 2 fields someday in the near future. So I think what I'm gonna do is, well, I did do some missions on them. Oh my gosh. Oh. That one's gonna be a terrible mission. Is that potatoes? Oh, if that's potatoes, we're in trouble. Oh, it'll take forever to do that. I was playing around with my other map the other day, and I'll be darned if I didn't play for about 3 hours. And I went to do something like this, where I was dinking around down here, and I meant to do that. When I went down to do it, I clicked right about there instead of waiting until I got there. I quit the game, and I lost 3 hours worth of work. Wasn't that fun? Not really. Not really. Alright, I'm going to let this guy go, and then I'm going to jump out. And we'll let him go to work. What do we have up here? This is not my field. I do not own this. I need to buy it. Alright. I got a lot of things to do. Now, just for those of you that are playing on the Ponderosa, there was a couple of issues that we just fixed. There was a problem here with... Oh, I ran into that tree. Oh, now I ran into that. Right here, you couldn't get in here with a tractor. So we got that fixed. You can now get in there with a tractor, I'm pretty sure. Let's check it. And the download for the map and the mods we use will be in the description below. If you have an older version that should be fixed now, just re-download the map. You can get it from my OneDrive directly. If you don't want the mods, don't download the mods, or, well, you gotta download them, but you don't have to use them. If you don't want them, don't use them. There's a little bit of confusion. I had somebody trying to tell me that the thing was messed up because they were getting twice the grass off of the field. Well, I said many times in the last episode and in the live stream that this is a mod right here. This Strautman is a mod. We have it set to give you 2-to-1 grass. So whatever's on that, you're going to get double when you use this mod right here. If you don't want to get extra grass, don't use the mod. Use an in-game one. Alrighty. Pardon me, I'm still coughing, so. And also, I apologize in advance. Being sick makes me a little grumpy. That's why I didn't want to live stream while I wasn't feeling well. Because I was afraid I would say things I shouldn't say. Get a little mean. I can tend to do that. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, I did set this thing, I believe. Yes, I did. I set it so that I have to plow, but it looks like I already plowed 12. So I don't have to plow it right now. But I do need to work on 14. So let's seed that. What do we need? Let's see. We've got some wheat. We've got barley. We've got canola. We've got sunflower seeds. We do not have soybeans. We have just a touch of corn. Probably just enough to feed the pigs. We've got some potatoes. We're going to have more. That one field is being harvested as we speak. And we've got beets. So it looks like soybeans is the next thing. So, that being said, let's grab... Not this one. Let's put this one away. Whoops. That wasn't good. Alright, just put it there. Is this my seeder? Nope. There it is, and it's already got a tractor on it. Well, cool beans. Let's get on it. And let's see. Oh, it was already on soybeans. Imagine that. Now this I don't think is my mod. I have that Fendt mod. It was causing a few problems. I did get rid of that one and downloaded a different version. The one I had was called the Fendt 1000. I downloaded one that's the Fendt. It's a 900, I think. It doesn't have the horsepower. The one I liked had 800 horses. The best I can get out of this other one, I think, is 5 or 6. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and get this guy to work. right, I'll let him go. There was a couple of other issues. Somebody asked if we could change. There's a couple of lumps in this field. They're going to have to stay there. We're not going to mess with them. It's not that bad. You can still mow it. You can get a whole trailer load of grass off that little field if you want. There was another issue here. This trigger is kind of messed up to do here, but you can do it. It's not that big a deal. Let me see. Let me get some grass. We got this map to a point where we could use it for our own purposes. That's what it was all about for me and Horsh to use. If you want to use it, you're welcome to it. If there's going to be a lot of work on it, we got it to a point where most of the hard work was done. And if there's something you want changed, learn to use Giant Editor and change it all you want, because we're pretty much done with it. It works for us. And so there you go. You can do anything you want with it. It's all yours. Now, I won't lead a lot of grass because I don't have any sheep. But let me check this out, because at one point in the different stages, there was a problem with the trigger for the sheep, but I don't think it's a game changer. First of all, let me see what this is set at. Yeah, see, there's the trigger right there. It's, you got to be right about in the middle of the trough and you can reach it. It's not a big deal. So people were saying they had to back in. Well, you don't. You might have had to. The trigger was backwards on this. There's another issue. We wanted the sheep to have a place that they could go at night, so we put this shed in over here. There's so many different triggers in this game, more so than ever was in 15. The animals have a navigation path. There's 2 to 3 to 4 triggers for feeding, depending on what you're feeding. You know, there's all kinds of triggers in here. That's what was stopping your tractor, was the triggers. They were kind of up too high, so we lowered those, and there's 2 or 3 of them in here. And it's kind of hard to see some of those. Now, when we put this building in, the purpose was to give the sheep a place to go. And so sometimes when they get in here, they will jump up onto the roof kind of and back down again. People were saying, oh, there's something wrong with the sheep. You know, live with it. I think it's funny. So there's no way to really fix it except for to take the building out. And we don't want to do that. So if sheep jumping once in a while bother you, start counting them. Maybe it'll put you to sleep. Alrighty. Now, what other trigger did we have trouble with? I think that was it. Those 2 things. As you can see, there's no trouble now driving through here. Well, except for I think I hit that with my scoop, my pooper scooper. But as you can see, I can drive here without any trouble. So there's that. The other trigger we had a little bit of trouble with was the pig trigger. That's been fixed, although as you can see, it's out a little bit farther than it needs to be. But the problem was that the trigger was dropping this stuff here up against a trough, and you couldn't pick it up. So we moved it out farther than we probably needed to. But it still functions, so let me see what I got this guy set up to do. Again, pardon me, I still have a cold. And yes, it makes me kind of grumpy. I think I set that Roomba, I'm going to call it a Roomba because that's basically what it is, to come, yeah, down this way, and I think I've got it turned to go around and go back, so it should cover that area right there. Let's see. The pigs make the biggest mess, but man, do they breed. I bought 50 pigs in my other game, and within about 4 or 5 game days, I almost doubled that. Okay, that's not working. Alright, let's fix that. So we're going to open up this. We're going to stop the Lely, the Roomba, and we're going to do setup. And as you can see, we have a problem here. I'm gonna start right about here. Oh, come on, I got that super speed going here. Okay, so I'm gonna save this spot right. Well, shoot. Right about here. Let's do that. Come up here and do this. And then we'll have it go back. Alright, let's save that. Oh, come on. Did that save that? Uh-oh. Yeah, it did. Okay. Alright. End the setup. And start the Lely. Go, Lely, go. Come on, go Lely. Now, it should go all the way down here, come over here, come back here, go up there, go over there, and then to the start again. Did I turn you off? I did, sorry. If you touch them or anything, it stops them in their tracks. Don't try to run over them with your tractor. I did. It just ruins your tractor. My throat's dry. Okay, well, at least my fever broke this afternoon. So now I just have the head stuff. I have to be careful. I've had pneumonia half a dozen times. And if I have to really try hard to keep a cold out of my chest, or I get pneumonia. Keep telling my kids to come over and they've got a cold, and I said, oh, why didn't you tell me you were sick? Oh, Dad, it's just a cold. Oh, to you, it's just a cold. To me, it's pneumonia. So, get away. All right, this should work. There you go. All right, so he comes out a little bit far. So be it. Doesn't bother me. So, let's go back to see... well, I want to buy more animals, but I don't have any money. I want to buy more fields first. I did get another new mod. If you're interested, let's take a look. Should be in the baling technology, wherever that could be, right here. And let's see if it's here. These trailers right here, they're Joshkins. If you notice, these have a tongue that swivels. It's got a dolly tongue. I don't care for those. But if you don't care for those either, this one does not. This is a solid frame, so it only has the rear axle. So your personal choice, doesn't matter. I kind of like this one, so this is one I use. And you don't have to get this. You can either get a flatbed or you can get the one that has this if you want to carry bales, round bales of straw or grass. I don't bale, so I don't use those. What I got it for was picking up the wool. If you have sheep, it'll drive up beside here, hit a button, and it'll all load up on that trailer. You get about 10 to 12,000 per pallet. It's good money. So are the pigs, because the pigs breed so fast. You can sell pigs pretty easy. Now let's see. That's the one I want right there. Pick up those potatoes. Hopefully they're ready. after you watch this video, you guys can say a little prayer that I get over the cold so I'm not so grumpy. If you like the grumpy me, just continue to make me sick and I'll be grumpy for you. Yeah, that didn't work very good, did it? Yeah, that last little grumpy thing, that was a joke. Yeah, not this one, but there is one. The Joshkin trailer. I thought I had one. Maybe I don't. Okay, I think the Joshkin trailer I had in the other farm, the other map I play. And I like the Joshkin trailer, but I think it'd be a good trailer if they could take this top part here and you could choose whether it flopped down or not. So if you need a taller trailer, you could just push a button and the sides would raise. I know they can do it because if you look at what trailer was it? Transportation for Animals. Where's the animals at? All right, you animals, where are you? Did I pass it by? I probably did, didn't I? There it is. Okay, so not this one, but this one's kind of cool over here. This one, the top is not canvas top that flops over here. When you push the button, this whole top is solid and it lifts up so that there's an air barrier. It's cool. So I kind of figured they could do that with the Joshkin too, and only not have the top on it. Just have the sides go up and down. Wouldn't that be sweet? Of course, that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. All right, I'm kind of stuck for something to do, so let me take a nap here. I'll be right back. All right, there's a great demand for barley, but I don't know if I want to sell my barley and the weather's getting bad. How much barley do I have? Yeah, I don't have enough barley to make it worth my while much. I'm trying to hang on to some of my crops for now. So let's get over here and get in our trusty combine. So for those of you that are doing silage, this little Hummer right here, it picks up stuff off the ground, so you can throw your grass, you can throw the hay, silage, and you can pick it up and mix it for your mixed food. The other thing that's kind of interesting though is it'll pick up silage, so it works like a vacuum. You can actually, if you have silage in here, you can suck it up with this thing. Now normally that'd be quite the job, wouldn't it? But we have a modded version. This version that we have here is down in the end here, and it's also in the mod folder that you can download. This one here holds 320,000 units of whatever you want to put in it. Here's the caveat to that. I used it for picking up silage, and it works very well, but do not fill it up because, unfortunately, we changed the capacity on it. We did not change the engine power. So if you put too much in here, you're not going to be able to climb any sort of hill whatsoever. So what I did is I just used this to put about 100,000 in, and then, you know, take it to where I want it to go and dump it. 100,000 at a time is still quite a bit. It makes it kind of easy because you can just suck it up and then just drive wherever you want it. Like I can suck it up and just drive it over here and just dump it right here. Run back over to my silage bunker. I am not going to call that a clamp. You can call it anything you want, but I won't call it a clamp. I call it a bunker or a silo. That clamp sounds like a venereal disease. I'm sorry. But anyway, you can just run back and forth here and use that thing to suck it up if you don't want to use a front end loader or any other form of picking it up. That works kind of cool if you want. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. It's your farm. Alrighty. I'm afraid to use this guy now. He just knocked that fella around. That was just mean. Alright, this guy's done. Let's put him away before the storm hits. Now, I can't remember. Yeah, this isn't the one. I thought I had it on this farm. I think I did. And when I changed mods, I lost it. So I'm short a tractor here. Or is that it over there? Maybe that's it. No, that's the Viagra. Yeah, I lost a tractor. So, because I deleted one mod and got a different mod, so the tractor I owned went away. Technically, I could probably cheat the money in to replace it. Sorry, I had to cough. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I lost it, and I had it. So I lost about a $400,000 tractor, I think. What's this one? That's not it. Well, heck. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I did get it. I don't think this is it. See, this is supposed to be the Fendt 1000. I think it's the Fendt Set 900, and they just skinned it as 1000. That's my opinion. Yeah, this is it. Okay, it's a 500 horse. But wait a minute, though. It says... But this isn't the one. This is it, right here. This is it. Okay, yeah, this is it. Now, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the other one I had. And it doesn't have the same size of a engine. The other one had an 800 horse, if I'm not mistaken. This one's only a 500, as big as you can get. The other one, now this one down below says 1050. But if you go out and look on the hood, nope, it says 1052. Alright, now I'm really confused. Okay, but this one you can have a front end loader on. The other one you couldn't. This one you can change some things inside, but if you notice, the hood doesn't open. But you do get this nifty little knob here if you're into knobs. I'm not, but there you go. But you can lose the fenders just like the other one. This one is different on the side here. You have individual things you can put on, where the other one had a bar that had all of these on it. This one you can choose what you want. There was a little item down here. I think it was a cooler, but I don't know. And also you had this that you could click on, and this would open up. This one does not. This one also had, the other one had a thing you click on here, change the color of the seat. This one does not. it also had something down here that I never did figure out what it was for. Somebody thought it was for the steps, but I used it both ways and couldn't see it different in the steps. So this one does not have the windshield wipers like the other one had, but oh well. Que sera, sera. All right, let's see if we can get these potatoes without ruining that potato harvester. I'm just going to go at it a little bit slower here. See if I can nudge my way in. That was a little better. Alrighty. All right, did I just knock that guy completely out of whack? Well, when I hit this fella, I might have scared the hired helper because she quit. But Robin's here to save the day. I wonder if that's Batman's Robin. Probably not. Alrighty, so let's see. I was gonna get my combine going. I'm a little scatterbrained with this cold. This really got me down. I take quite a bit of medicine for my other ailments in life. A couple of the pieces of or types of medicine I take are very hard on your kidneys and your liver. Consequently, I can't take over-the-counter drugs that have, and I never pronounce it right, that I can't think of what it is. It's the stuff in the NyQuil and all that kind of acetaminophen or something like that. I never pronounce it right. I can't take those kinds of medicines, which means I have to suffer through a cold. I can't take anything for it. So if I have a fever, I have a fever. If I've got a cough, I have to just cough. I can't take anything to relieve the suffering, if you will. So I have to kind of, what I do is I'll take a Tylenol, like a Tylenol PM. The Tylenol, it can affect your kidneys. The other one affects your liver. Since I already take things that affect my liver, I'll take an Excedrin that has the PM on it, so it helps you sleep. And I only take one, and then I go to bed and I sleep for about 36 hours until my cold is better. I just sweat it out. Believe me, it's not fun. And that's probably what makes me grumpy. Sometimes I kind of like to be grumpy, though. I never get to be grumpy. I always got to be the nice guy, and every once in a while it's kind of fun to be the grump. You ever get in that kind of a mood where you just are kind of mean? You know, I don't necessarily like being mean, but every once in a while I think a person needs to be a little bit mean and grumpy and get it out of their system, you know. I can't wait till I'm really old guy with a cane and I can sit in a park bench and poke people with my cane as they go by, say nasty things to them, you know. Be the old grumpy man. Sounds like fun to me. My personality is the type that I'm very, very slow to let things bother me. But I'm also the type of person that you don't want to see when I reach the limit. What do they call that? Slow to burn? I let things pile up. I can let them go for a long time. And I used to have friends, why do you let such and such treat you the way that you do? And I said, well, they're only hurting themselves. Doesn't bother me all that much that people that are bad to you, they have to pay the piper sooner or later. That's my theory. We all have to pay for the things we do at some point. On the other hand, sometimes after quite some time, I will blow. And like I say, usually you don't want to be anywhere near me when that happens. When I was really young, I'd kind of black out and not realize what I'd done. Thank God it's only happened once or twice in my life. I'd say it was a medicine making me talk, but I can't take any, so I don't know why I got a full tank of water. I'm not able to use it. By the way, I did sell the truck, the water truck. I should have kept it. I didn't. It wasn't till after I sold it that I thought, oh, I could have used it for slurry. If you remember, I couldn't pick up water with it for some reason. But then it was about 5 seconds after I sold it that I thought, oh, I got slurry to pick up. I could have used it for that. Oh, where am I going to this guy? Alright, I'll just park him over here somewhere. Close enough for government work. So, I'm kind of all over the place today. Tell you what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna probably take a look at this, and if I feel that I was a little out of hand, I may just delete it. If you see this, I either didn't look at it, I probably shut off the computer and went to bed, which is where I should be. So I either didn't look at it, because I kind of doubt. I don't like being mean, and if you see this, be assured I probably didn't edit this. I probably just went to bed and put it up. If so, I apologize. If you want to unsub, you can. I don't know if this thing drives as well as the one in 15. I'm not quite sure. It seems a little bit more loosey-goosey than the one in 15. All right, come on. Don't get stuck on your stuff. My goal, if anybody's interested, is to try to get better before Friday. Hopefully Hoss and I can make up for not having a Friday night. We both had company for Thanksgiving, and that's how I got sick. One of the kids was sick, which they always are. You know, going to school, there's always somebody sick. And so we weren't able to do anything last Friday night. And hopefully I'll feel better. If not, you may hear an awful lot from Haas and little nothing from me. Maybe I'll just farm for a change, keep my mouth shut. Some people say I talk too much anyway. Yeah, so there are a couple of lumps in this, somebody mentioned. I know that Haas and I talked about it at one point. There's something that goes terribly wrong if we try to take them out. So we just left them. They're not a game breaker, you know. And in the real world, not everything is like AstroTurf. So yeah, just mow it or not. I can guarantee I've looked at a half a dozen or more, well, more than that actually, of the new maps that people are put out, and they got a lot more problems than this does. Bigger problems too. And basically we made this one for ourselves anyway. Sorry, another cough. Oh, hot tea. Kind of feels good on your throat. And I don't think it's got caffeine in it, so that's good. Because I'm going to go to bed as soon as I'm done with this. Let's put this guy away. I'm not going to go up above right now. Maybe in the next episode I'll go up and mow that other field. And get out of this. And let's see. It looks like we need to get... Alright. Where is... this guy? He needs to be in group 3. Because that's where I had his counterpart. Okay, let me pick up my last load of potatoes here. And I tell you what, let me get in this guy. I noticed there's a patch up there. If it was a little bit less, I wouldn't worry about it, but it looked like a pretty good chunk of potatoes up there. Enough for dinner anyway. So let me run up and get those. Alright, and then we'll send this guy back to the barn. Now it's the harvester's turn to knock the trailer around. Oh, now that... what? That's not a lot of potatoes, is it? Well, it's a small field. Alright, let's send this guy back. Back you go. Wherever you are. Oh, I gotta go to the garage. That's where I go. Right here, there, return, yes, goodbye. Sayonara. Ciao. Let's get these things into the barn. And then I think I'm going to call it an episode. Sorry about being a grump. Hopefully I'll get better. And I'm going to call it an episode right here. So I'll see you on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.